On this next segment of My Sparring Partner today, I am here with Michael Angeletti, the bantamweight standout. He is currently 12-0 with 7 knockouts, and he is actually up for a title pretty much. He is 100% a contender. The last performance he had down there in Florida on Pro Box was a fantastic showing of not only skill separation, but stamina separation as well. Former Team USA standout himself, and also a cat who also finna whoop me now, but who also whooped me about 8 years ago too, for a lot of time. But nonetheless, what's happening, my boy? How you
What's
doing?
good? What's good? Thank you for having me on, man. Showing me some love.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
yeah, man. Of course, to get you in here. Then next clip y'all see the couple rounds will be him just probably going to work with me on one of them combinations that he slipped on the old boy back in the so it all cool. I am fresh out the ring with, well, some folks in here like to call him Magic Mike. Michael Angeletti, and the team mascot is right here below me. But nonetheless, like I said, it's Michael Angeletti, born in New Orleans resident, 12-0, former Team USA boxing, bantamweight, titleist contender as you're coming up. My boy, what's happening?
It's good, baby.
How you feeling, dog?
Feeling great, man. Getting ready for the next one.
I see. When you got your date for your next one?
We penciled down for December 14th.
Okay.
Here in Houston.
Okay. On the Tank Undercard?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you get the chance to not have to worry about traveling far.
Right.
That's always
we're gonna get everybody in there.
That's always a beautiful thing. All right, so for the folks who don't know Michael Angeletti, I mean, let me bring it back. Like I said, born in New Orleans, you moved down to Houston. How old when you moved down?
I was 9 years old, making 10. I was 10.
18.
Yep, 10 at the training.
Okay. So was you boxing when before you left New Orleans, or you just pulled up here like I'm gonna just get into it?
I wasn't boxing. I fell in love with football. Football was my first love for sports. So it was just football. We moved down here. It was still football, but I was getting in trouble a lot when we first got down here. Just because of the environment is different from what I'm used to. Then I came over here, things were different, so I was fighting a lot. And then so I really started going to the boxing gym because I really just wanted to get better at fighting in the street. And then it became a love, and I had to stop getting in trouble.
Who brought you to the gym first?
Man, I found the gym. I was at basketball practice. I wasn't a problem child, but I was a little sneaky at times, I guess. I had basketball at AAU practice, and I skipped it and went just roaming around, saw a gym. Coach saw me watching and looking at the other fighters in hand. He was like, man, come here. So then about the time basketball practice was over, I made it back to where I was supposed to be. Mom picked me up. I was like, I don't want to play basketball anymore. It was boxing from that day on.
So shoot, on your way to boxing at that point, when you committed to it from there. And then after your commitment, what was the growing process like? What was the amateur process like before you got to Team USA? Is that typically that's a hard find for a lot of people in boxing because what they call gym hop is seen as necessarily a bad thing, but really you're just trying to see where you're comfortable at first.
Right.
What is that process like going up into it?
So I was with my first coach for about 4 to 5 years before I moved to a different gym. But he had some things going on in his life, and me being as young as I was, my parents wanted me to get from around that
Absolutely
environment. So
especially young.
Yeah, we moved somewhere else, and then they had a little drama in that gym. We moved somewhere else, and then the chemistry was kind of off with them coaches. And then I moved with a guy named Rudy Silva, and the chemistry from that day on, he pretty much solidified my amateur career. I had the most trust in him. And everything was going very, very great. And then COVID happened, and then
because you were traveling around the world, you were Team USA, right. you the Michael Angeletti. You getting to this point.
So Coach Rudy Silva had a big part of my amateur height. And then after that, COVID hit, and then shortly after I turned pro, and I found Jeff Shaletti, that's my gym now, and we've been building up chemistry since he took over this gym that he's at right now. Shaletti's Boxing and Fitness, and so that's been my guy ever since I turned pro. our chemistry been great and be steady improving.
I see you got a lot of people here in the gym today. Obviously, that's good for the environment. What is that positive environment like as a development of your fighter? No matter how good your skills are, how important is the gym environment?
I know a lot of guys in here. Everybody in here look up to me, so that I gotta stay sharp. I gotta stay on my toes. I gotta make sure I'm eating right. I gotta make sure I'm sharp at all times because I got a lot of eyes on me in here.
What does that pressure feel like? Or do you feel it at all?
It's no pressure. It's a little pressure, but it's not really pressure. I look at it as a good thing. It's good pressure, I guess you could say. It's not really like hard. It's good, like because they're gonna keep me on my toes, and I'm gonna remain sharp for forever.
Speaking of remaining sharp, your last fight, like we talked about in pro box, first 6 rounds, you had. I mean, it was just kind of, it seemed like a feeling out, but then after a while, the skill separated itself. I think you did see the breakdown I did of the fight. Your skills separated yourself significantly, and that type of showing is what people look for in order to get the guys to the title contenders at that point, because you want to say not only can the guy go the 10 rounds or the 12 rounds, whatever they're looking to, how does he look going into it? The eye test says you passed every single part of those questions with flying colors. What does Michael Angeletti feel like today? Outside of the ego of the fighter saying, yeah, I'm ready for a championship, what does Michael Angeletti feel like today?
You want to know a little bit about the game plan in that fight, or how I feel about as I'm moving forward?
Moving forward. I mean, you can break down the game plan for that fight for sure.
I break down, then I get there.
Okay.
So with that fight, a lot of people didn't know the game plan. A lot of people,
because he wasn't weak.
Oh no, he was trying. He knew he had opportunities in front of him, and he trained his ass off. So we watched film. We saw that he tired out after about round 4 or 5, and so
that explains
I'm
it.
tall, but a lot of people feel like I shouldn't fight on the inside. But I know I can hit, so I don't mind fighting guys on the inside.
I know you can hit now.
I know if I touch you in the right spot, I can end it. So,
right.
And not only that, I can fight on the inside. I'm stronger than 99.9% of these guys in my weight class. So I can get in there with you, and I can physically push you around. And so the game plan was the first 4, force the pace. Force the fight pace, and that's what we did.
Into the gas tank out first.
Exactly, and then we're gonna get to what Michael do best: just box, stay long. He really had nothing for me there.
You did.
I gave him confidence, but
false confidence.
Exactly, give him false confidence. Broke him down a little bit. Now by the time round 5 come, he had only like 50%. Now I'm on the outside. Now he definitely can't.
He ain't beating you at that point.
And so that's kind of what happened, as y'all can see, and came out with the easy win.
So here we are now. You win that fight, like you said, easily. Not even questioning that part. You want the former champions. You want the contenders. What is that process? What is that itch? Because right now it's really an itch to like I gotta get to one of those guys, right?
This is what we've been doing it for. We've been doing it since I was a kid, and it's what you train for. If you're not gonna train to try to fight the best, then what you're doing it for. And I feel like I'm ready now more than ever. I'm at the height of my career right now, and it's only gonna get better. So right now, I'm ready. I just feel like I'm ready for top guys. I think my performance and everything shows that.
After you conquer the bantamweight division, how many more divisions do you see yourself taking part of?
As long as my weight is not a big problem right now.
I'm looking at you. You look good.
I stay in the gym, so of course. But I don't plan on moving up until my body tells me to move up. And so I'll be right here until my body tells me, hey, Mike, it's time to move up, and then we're gonna move up. Conquer the next weight class at 122, then we're gonna move up to the 126. But I don't really see myself getting too much bigger than fighting at 126.
Feels like more overreach. Yeah, that's true. We never know. You might mess around and get there and be like, boy, this feels real good.
Right.
Now that that left hook you just slapped me with about 100 times might send everybody to the canvas by the time. You know, trust me, he beat me bad. Okay, I was bleeding out the nose a little bit.
Nice.
He was. I give him that credit. He for sure was being nice. He had to adjust back, but he did a good job. Nonetheless, like I said, this is Michael Angeletti, 12-0, 7 knockouts, good family man.
Yes,
Appreciate it, my boy.
Yes, sir. We ain't touch upon the real estate.
Oh, we didn't. You're right. We back here.
We back.
I ain't even gonna leave it.
Back from commercial.
Back from commercial. It's still recording, so it worked out.
Yeah, we good.
So, like you said, you are outside of boxing, away from boxing. At that point, you do have other investments in real estate and things like that. What got you there? Was that something you looked forward to before boxing got serious for you, or was it something while you got boxing?
Man, I was about 19 years old, and a kid that I was boxing with, his dad, Jay. I just seen how he operated, his confidence, and his whole aura.
Mm-hmm.
Different. The way he pull up, the way he dressed. I could tell you he did something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
he was getting to it no matter what.
Exactly. So me being the person I am, I'm like, man, I want what you got.
Yeah.
So what is it that you do? He told me he was in real estate. He invited me to come to the office. He showed me all his invoices and how he make his money. And that's pretty much was the beginning. I was locked in from that day forward. And then, so with that, while I was on the USA team, I was studying. Because when you're on the team, all you're doing is training. Training. In high altitude in Colorado, I ain't really time to go out. So I was training and then doing my real estate training, doing my real estate classes. And then I got my license. And then we've been going at it ever since.
So outside of real estate, after boxing, down the line, we ain't thinking about it now because you got a long reign ahead of you. What else do you want to do?
We're going to be a real estate investor. We're going to be looking to buy properties. Also,
do you plan on teaching?
Definitely. Like a teacher?
You could be a teacher. You could, but are you going to coach them?
This year, I just started substitute.
Oh man!
Yeah, I start teaching up. So I play in the future. I don't know if I'll be
the principal that could beat you up. Boy, that's gonna be crazy.
I don't know if I'll be a full-time teacher, but kids love me. I love kids.
Yeah.
Stuff.
You do. I seen you do a couple like speeches and stuff like that at different schools and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What made you want to do that? Was because, like you said, your background as you as a kid.
Exactly. Yeah. So just to persuade people and just lead people in the right direction. Just give me some hope. If I can do it, then y'all can definitely do it.
Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. All right. So, but are you gonna coach though? Do you think about coaching at all, or are you gonna be done with it?
I'm a good coach. People love to listen to me, and I think I'm pretty good at it because I've been in the ring.
I mean, while you was getting ready, you was showing him, so he was showing it. You were correcting him at that point.
Like I said, I'm the man at the gym.
You are. Ain't no event. They all revere you.
Exactly.
There's a deep reverence here for you.
Ask me questions. I'm gonna just give them the wisdom that I have, just so they can be good.
Michael Angeletti, ladies and gentlemen, not just a fighter. Like I said, appreciate you coming. Like I said, Michael Angeletti is my sparring partner for the day. All right, now we good.
Oh, we forgot.
We forgot. Oh man.